Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Jay, keeping it real, your arbiter of gaming news and commentary. Tell you what it is and what it ain't, hitting you off with that real deal at the end. What's going on, everybody? I would appreciate if you would like, share, and subscribe if you dig my content. So, like usual, I'm going to go ahead and dig right into this. Man, Xbox has done it again. Man, I'm kind of beside myself with the new news that has broke with Mike Robarro coming out and tweeting that the Xbox Scorpio will be having yet another gig of RAM space of GDDR5 for the development of games. So let me make sure you guys have this straight. Okay. We already had 8 gigs, so I talked about that before, and we know, man, how much of a huge increase that is, because by comparison, the PS4 Pro only has 6 gigs of developmental RAM space for games. Now, the Pro had 8 gigs. That has been increased to now 9 gigs. So that's one more gig of RAM space being added to the development of games. That is huge, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't understand or know, I'm going to break it down real quick. But to think about that now they still have 12 gigs in total, but one more gig is put over to the developer games. Now I'm going to talk about why that is so huge. If you think about this, the RAM space does, when it comes to your games, when you play them, it's pretty much a huge part of everything that has to do with the things that affects us as gamers. So for instance, how fast your game loads, especially when you're moving from one area to another, or you're opening a door and going into, remember back in the old days, back when you used to play Resident Evil, and then you open a door and then you got to sit there and wait for it to load forever. Or even if you were playing Fallout, you know, you open the door, you sitting there, you waiting for the next scene to load in. Well, with RAM like this, there ain't no wait. It's just, it loads, it just, you go into the door seamlessly, and that's gonna happen in a way more intuitively and realistically than you've ever seen before. With all of that RAM being provided, man, you not only could just, virtually have no loading times through an open world space, but you also can have more things happening on screen. So that means more enemies on screen. That means more detailed and crisp textures. That means more particle effects. So basically, we'll be getting versions of stuff that looks like PC quality. I mean, having all the PC assets and quality that you would see on a PC, basically that's what we're going to be getting in our newer developed games that takes full potential of what the Scorpio can do. And this is the reason why I was saying in my other videos about the Scorpios, especially the exclusives from Microsoft that are made from the ground up for the Scorpio. They're going to be the best graphical performing games on the market, period, hands down. When it comes to consoles, there will just be no getting around it. And this is the power of the Scorpio. And I'm sure it seems like to me this must have been like, this would have been a drop the mic moment at E3. But for them letting know about that right now before E3 tells me, oh man, they got much more to talk about. And that this is just a teaser, basically. Mike Robarro didn't have to let us know that. They could have saved that for E3, but they didn't, and that tells me a lot. That tells me they got plenty more to say, and that also tells me that that extra gig of graphical or memory is definitely going to be going into their new exclusives that they got lined up for us. And definitely it's going to be going to even the third-party developers for them to add more textures, for them to add more particle effects, for them to maybe even soup it up to ultra settings. These things that we would have thought wouldn't have been possible because before guys was like, well, there's no way they can do real native 4K. Well, that's been confirmed. Real native 4K. Well, then they moved it to, oh, well, there's no way they can do native 4K and 60 frames a second. Well, that's been confirmed. Yep, native 4K and 60 seconds. Now the new move the goal is to, well, no way they can do native 4K 60 frames per second and do ultra settings. There's no way. And with this extra gig of memory, that's even more likely of a thing now. We already know that the Scorpio was running at 4K 60 and it still had plenty of room left over. Now with this extra gig being added, oh man, I mean that's making it even more that ultra settings, 4K 60 ultra settings is a reality. And I mean the implications of this is huge. So this is a really exciting time to be an Xbox pro Xbox and an Xbox fan, or
Shit,
but
that's gonna
this
be
is
cold.
really bigger than that. This is a more exciting time just to be a gamer in general. No matter what platform you game on, Xbox is pushing the envelope for all gamers, for the gaming industry overall, and that's what I'm overly more excited about. It feels nice to be to feel like all the time that I stuck in with Xbox is it pays off because the fact I've always knew they were ahead of the curve and that they were innovating and that they were pushing the envelope. But this just proves it to anyone who was skeptical or just think it couldn't be done or Xbox was done. You know, and so with this, man, I'm looking to see what else they're gonna drop on us at E3. So man, that's my video for today. You guys go ahead and hit me up in the comment box. Tell me what you think. Until then, man, like usual, just to let you guys know this is your channel. Until then, man, this is Jay. I'm keeping it real, and I'm gone.